Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Building the Best. Today we're going to be looking at the Paris Prime. As you can see, it is sexy as hell. I mean, just look at this thing. I'm going to very quickly change my arrow skin to something a bit more... Yeah, you know what? Prisma arrows. Let's go with Prisma arrows. What the hell? Barrow, this one's for you. But really, this one's for, Weston's gameplay. Yeah, he requested this shit. Anyhow, I've actually been a little anxious about doing the Paris Prime. Not because I don't know how to build it. I do, believe me, I do. But because it has been covered so well by every YouTuber who has ever graced Warframe with their presence. And honestly, seeing, I won't name him, but one YouTuber managing to get, I think it was a 2 million damage red crit with this weapon, and I'm just thinking, I can never top that. So this is sort of a build for normal missions. This is not a, if you want to get a 20 million crit, this is how you do it, because obviously you need a whole squad supporting you. You'd need an Excalibur with that one augment on his blind, you'd need a Banshee, and, you know, you'd need so many things to get that done. But this build is more about killing everything you pointed at. You don't need 2 million damage to kill a bombard. A few 100,000 will do, you know. So, this is sort of what we're going for here. Is a build that will do absolutely fantastically against everything you point it at. But it's probably not the highest damage you'll ever see. If you do want the highest damage you'll ever see, go to my Toncore build. I'll link it below. Anyhow, so what we have, of course, is Serration, Split Chamber, and Heavy Cal to start us off. I will offer an alternative for Heavy Cal in just a second, as I know some people don't like taking that on low accuracy weapons. Then we have Piercing Caliber to buff up our puncture damage to fantastic quantity. Point Strike and Vital Sense, of course, giving us this incredible guaranteed yellow crit, and a 4.4 times crit multiplier. And then we have Infected Clip for some lovely toxic damage, and a fire rate mod. I'm just going to say that. Shred is on here because I most recently tested Shred. But I've tested Shred, Speed Trigger, and Vial Acceleration. I have to say that they all have their merits. Shred, of course, gives you that punch through, and the fire rate takes the edge of the Paris Prime's relatively slow draw speed. Speed Trigger will make you think that draw speed isn't there, but you'll occasionally find yourself half drawing when you fire. And if you've ever played the Rakta Cernos, you have to play Vial Acceleration. I know it drops your damage, but you will just always have an arrow knocked and ready at your ear when you need to shoot someone in the head. So for me, for this video, I'm going to be doing Vial Acceleration. I accept that drops the damage of this build down even more than, you know, I've already said I'm not doing a max damage build, but this drops it down more. But it is so worth it, and if you've ever played the Rakta Cernos, you will understand why. But anyhow, very quickly, as I say, some people hate the inaccuracy that Heavy Cal provides, and to that I have to say, if you want to not take Heavy Cal, replace this with either a standard elemental mod, or replace Heavy Cal and Infected Clip with 2 7-pointers for the element and status chance. You get up to 65% status chance and a seriously good chunk of elemental damage, and you'll be killing anything you pointed at and getting status procs all over the shop. But for me, I quite like this. I quite like Heavy Cal. I like to go up in close and murder things like that. So let's go try this thing out. Now I'm going to go to the sortie, only the first stage. If the first stage isn't enough, I may go to the second. Okay, so I just did the first 2 parts of the sortie with this thing, and honestly, everything in there was fodder for it. Even though I put the wrong damn damage type on for killing infested. So I'm going to very quickly put the right damage type on, and then go do the final part. Because seriously, taking toxic against infested, that was just stupid of me. That really was. But anyhow, physical enhancement. They have superior physical damage resistance. Okay, maybe this was a mistake. Maybe, but that's an alert. I don't want that, I want that. But you know, maybe this was a mistake, maybe it wasn't. because we'll be able to test this thing on level 100s, and if it can kill them, then this build works. God damn it! And very quickly, I have to say, a lot of people I suspect are going to comment on this saying, "Why didn't you stick hammer shot on?" Obviously, it's a crit weapon. Hammer shot improves crit damage. You have guaranteed criticals. Why wouldn't you do that? And it's because actually per shot an elemental mod adds more than... Sorry, for a minute I thought that was a rare container, and I was like, what? Has it finally happened? Will I get my mantis? But no, I'm never getting my mantis, let's be honest here. So this thing is one shot. So this thing is one-shotting everything I pointed at, of course. But going visible, still a bad idea against level 80s. Wait, what? Okay, something there didn't get one-shotted, and that's just not on. So I shot it again, and then it did. I suspect one of the arrows missed, but hey-ho, you win some, you lose. So one other cool thing about this is that when you hit a target, whilst we do have passive punch through, and whilst not on this particular build, recommended actual punch through from Shred, you will still ragdoll bodies despite this, which is kind of cool. It means that, yes, we have punch through, but the bodies get stuck on the arrows and fly around, killing additional enemies, dealing fantastic damage. Oh, it's an awful shot. So yeah, we're dealing with all of the common... Wow, that's not on. We're dealing with all of the common enemies with relative ease, considering they're level 80-something. And you can see from my rate of fire why I'm running Vile Acceleration. It is just so good. It really is. It makes all the difference to this weapon. And at this range, yeah, I don't need Heavy Cal. That shit is redundant at this range. I can get as many headshots as I damn well want. But anyhow. Yeah, this weapon is a load of fun, and... Wait, did I say this already? I think I said this in the bit of the recording I cut, but... Anyhow, if there is one prime you should get, it is this one. Because it is the highest damage bow, apart from the Daikyu, and arguably because of the Daikyu's incredibly long draw time, damage per second wise, this beats it easily. So, yeah. The Paris Prime is, I would say, the best primed weapon to get. Because, yeah, sure, they're all different, and you can't really compare something like the Soma Prime to the Paris Prime. Except that you can. This thing kills more, kills faster, and at the end of the day, that's what you want out of a good primary with, what did I stick in this, 4 or 5 former? I mean, you want something that's going to kill everything you pointed at, regardless of what it is. And that's pretty much what the Paris Prime does, and it's a lot of fun to play whilst you're doing it. So yeah, guess that's all I have to say about this. It's a bow, it's silent, right? We covered these things, elemental... Yep, that's everything I have to cover. So yeah, this weapon is crazy fun and I highly recommend it. Now, thank you very much for watching, I hope you've enjoyed, and the Paris Prime is, god damn it, one of those weapons that people like to build a numerous amount of different ways. So do let me know how you like to build yours down in the comments below. Like and comment, and yeah, subscribe for more. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place, what with me dying and all that. But anyhow, thank you for watching. I'm Bliznub, and this is, of course, the Paris Prime. Well, actually, this is an invisible Loki who's currently suffocating. But yeah, anyhow, thank you for watching.